I know that you know this. The cube root of 8 is simply 2, right? Okay, very good. Ang tanong, bakit ang cube root ng 8, 2? Well, it's because 2, when used as a factor, how many times? How many times are we supposed to use 2 as a factor? 3 times. Okay? Paano ko nalaman yung 3 times? Saan galing yung idea na dapat 3 times? Sa index. Kasi cube root eh. Okay? So, 3 times. Tapos ang magiging resulta pag ginawa natin yon, 2 times 2 times 2, 8. The result should be what's inside the radical sign. More commonly known as, anong tawag natin dyan? Radicand. Right? So that's the idea. Which means, if we are looking for the fourth root of 5, whatever that may be, ay aminado naman siya na approximation lang yun. Lumambot yung equal sign, di ba? Hindi yan dahil mainit ngayon sa mga panahon na to, no? Kaya lumambot yan kasi approximation. So, that means we're looking for that, whatever that may be, which when used as a factor, how many times this time class? For this specific question, how many times na gagamitin? Very good, 4 times na. Ang nagsabi na naman sa atin nun yung index. At dapat, ano yung magiging sagot? Okay lang daw, approximation. Okay lang, sapo-sapo. Ang magiging sagot ay 5. Gets? Plus, yung nasa loob ng radical. Add. Okay, screenshot. Okay, so ito ngayon class, ito yung magiging parang guide natin to look for the correct answer. So, ibig kong sabihin, parang may trial and error siya. Ito try natin itong mga to, sa mga yan, tapos tingnan natin kung sino magiging tama. Yeah. But, you know, it sounds harder than ito. Okay? So, screenshot muna kayo. Lilipat tayo sa kabila. Magta-trial and error tayo, relax lang kayo. Kaya natin to. But before we do this class, ito pala. I suggest that you memorize the squares of numbers from 1 to 20. Something that might help you in the exam. Okay? I know you got 1 to 10 covered, so let me start my list with 11 squared, which is, of course, 121. 12 squared is 144. 13 squared is 169, right? 14 squared is 196. 15 squared is 225. 16 squared is 256. 17 squared is 289. 18 squared is 324. 19 squared is 268. Of course, 20 squared is 400. Anyway, may mga pwede tayong paggamitan ito. Kain-kain nyo naman mag-memorize diba ko. So here, the candidates are 1.4, 1.5, 1.7, 2.2. Sa totoo lang, class, di kayo dapat agad nagpapan. Kasi remember our technique, huwag man dami na inosente. Plus, sa 4 na choices, sino yung inosente agad? Yung sure na, hindi na kailangan i-try. Sige nga, ako, gets nyo? Diba? Tama kayo dun. Masyado naman malaki yata yung 2.2 para maging sagot. Tanggalin na natin yan. Diba? Okay, sa totoo lang, class, dapat naisip nyo rin yung 1.7. You know, but for the sake of discussion, let's say we want to try it. Sir, yan na nga yung nakatakot ko eh. Ang hirap niyan, sir, oh. Well, class, ganito. Paano di kayo mabilaukan? Bite size tayo. You know that multiplication is commutative, right? So, kahit saan ka magsimula, kahit sino pagsimulaan mo, basta nagmumultiply ka lang, you will always get the correct answer. Meaning, class, baka naman pwedeng sila mo ng dalawa. Tapos sila mo ng dalawa. Tapos yung resulta nila, yun nalang i-multiply natin. Of course, pwede yun, right? And class, 1.7 times 1.7, yung mga hindi mahilig sa decimal, pwedeng mahirapan dyan. But not if you have memorized, yung pinapamemorize ko sa kanan. I mean, if you know what 17 squared is, 1.7 times 1.7 should be easy, right? What? What's 1.7 times 1.7? 2.89. Diba? Same goes for that other thing, 2.89. Sir, yan, wala na tayong technique yan, 2.89 times 2.89. Well, you can always use the almost technique, approximation. Class, do you agree that 2.89 is almost 3? Muntik na, di ba? Okay, of course, almost 3 din to. Such that if you multiply them, plus tanong, if you multiply an almost 3 to an almost 3, ano yung sagot? Again, din natin na almost.
Almost 6.
Almost 3 times almost 3 is almost 9.
9.
Hindi 6 ha? 6 kung i-add natin. Times eh. Almost 3 times almost 3. I mean, 3 times 3 is 9. Right? Ang layo sa 5. That's the point. Ang layo sa 5. So, sorry ka na lang din, 1.7. Nakuha niya, Clark? Okay, pero pwede naisip na natin agad yun, na malayo. Kumbaga, itong dalawang to, pwede natin eliminate right away. I just want to demonstrate something. Now, easy class, for the sake of discussion, let's say, screenshot na kayo. For the sake of discussion, let's say, sabi nyo, ay, unahin ko nga yung 1.4. Unahin ko yung 1.4 para masaya. Okay? Para maiba naman. So, 1.4. Well, you know that 14 squared is 196. So, 1.4 times 1.4 should be 1.96. Right? 1.96. Ano yan? Almost ano yan? Almost 2, right? Almost 2. Plus, if you multiply dalawang almost 2, ano magiging sagot? Almost what? Almost 4, right? Pero ito yung tanong ko, yung almost 4 na yan, diba? Muntik na daw maging 4. Is it less than 4 or more than 4? Kasi pwede namang 4 point something.
Less than
pero yung almost 4 na yan ay dapat less than 4. Why? Because what we multiplied are numbers that are less than 2. Plus, ang dalawang numbers na less than 2, pag multiply, hindi ka pwedeng maging more than 4. Yung ngang equal to 4, di ka pa aabot, di pa kaya more than 4. Right? Point is, if this is almost 4, that's less than 4, medyo malayo sa 5. So, sorry na lang. We got 1.5. Nakuha niyo, class? Ito yung sinasabi ko na pwede natin diskarte kahit yung parang medyo nalimutan mo na yung topic ng konti, right? Okay. And so, the answer is 1.5. Okay? So, tanggalin natin to 1.4, 1.4 na yan. Mali yan. Ang tama po ay okay. Ito po yung sagot. Okay, class medyo talagang tagal din tong oras na to. Let's have a short break nga, class, para magising-gising yung mga diwal natin. Sir, pwede ko balik sa screen kanina. What do you mean, sir? Yung mga nakasulat? Yung may mga nakasulat po? Yeah, okay, good. Buti, hindi ko pala sara yung PowerPoint. Ay, wait lang. Yun. Ako, hindi ko na may babalik. So, then, ayan, okay na, sir? Meron pa ba? Kasi pag sinala ko tong PowerPoint, hindi ko na may babalik yung sinulat. Okay. Well, welcome. Alright. So, class, resume tayo ng 3:10. Okay lang? Para tuloy-tuloy na tayo. 10-minute break. Something